Hey, this is Haishi. I'm in Rotterdam today and with my good friend Filipe, CEO of Future Whispers. And he has some interesting use cases about using Symphony.
Yeah,
So why don't you talk about it?
yeah. So it's great to meet you again, Ashi, here
Sure.
in
My
Rotterdam.
pleasure.
I
Yeah.
hope that you had a nice, safe flight back, and I know that you are going back home in the next coming days.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have been colleagues working quite closely on something and on a product and a project that is I'm looking very seriously to take for my next endeavor, which is all related with. Orchestrating multiple applications running on multiple different devices with multiple different hardware. Um, from an operating system perspective, you can think about, for example, having to support Windows for some of the devices, having to
Yeah.
support some different Linux distributions for the devices itself,
Right.
and that they will be running edge AI applications that, of course, will rely a lot on computer vision,
Right.
but also start looking at the intersection of large language models with computer vision, and specifically looking at the industry of agriculture, and of course everything related to Industry 4.0.
Right. Actually, for the agricultural equipments, there will be like a typical like low powered equipments that may or may not be connected all the time to the cloud.
Yeah, indeed. So if you look at so the life of a farmer is a very interesting life, right? Because and funny enough, I have family in that business, and I've been spending quite a lot of time with them, understanding how actually how you grow and how you do crops and how you do this and how you behave and how is your business one
Right.
of an agriculture. So you have small devices, very low power, right? We need to be very optimized from the power consumption. We also need to be very sensitive to the amount of software that can run on those devices, right?
Right.
I'm looking for something very lightweight, like for example what Symphony provides me with one of your agents. And those devices are essentially measuring a lot of parameters and metrics that are needed for optimized crops. So for example, you can think about soil pH.
Right.
You can think about the different types of composition of the soil, the amount of rain that you get naturally, or for example, if you think about then doing irrigation by controlled irrigation, and of course the temperature, right? All of this combined with proper location within the country, right? So that you can take the best out for a given specific type of produce. That's of course several parameters that you need to combine into your design, into your applications, into your OSs. And when you look at a solution to orchestrate all of these heterogeneity, again, Symphony is my best. It's
Yeah.
my best friend at the moment, and
Cool.
I'm spending more and more time with Symphony
Yeah.
to really again make it happen.
Yeah. Look forward to see that system coming alive.
Yeah, so I'm working already on a couple of prototypes. So
Nice.
hopefully next time we meet together, hopefully in 3 months, I'll be able to show you a
Yeah,
couple
we'll make
of the
another
systems.
episode of this.
Yeah,
Right?
indeed, that could be a great way for us to showcase what we are doing. Of course, there is already a well-established smart agriculture business,
Right.
but at the same time, the opportunity is also large, right? And again, speaking with a lot of farmers, they see the need
Yeah.
for support for more, I would say, smart help, right? So, for example, if you think about a tractor going through a farm, sometimes they need, I don't know, half a centimeter um, um, GPS.
Oh, really?
Exactly,
Okay. All
so that
right.
you really go through a very closed
Right. Right.
space, right? Where and you want that, and you see the tractor going completely alone,
Right.
without no one at the driver's seat.
Nice.
Again, under that half a centimeter thing, it's just amazing.
Right.
And so again, there are multiple areas for these.
Yeah.
You can think about, for example, scenarios with chestnuts, farms with scenarios with blueberries, which is also quite an interesting one.
Right.
And so, again, applying technology to help the farmers, and
Right.
again, make the best out of the conditions, especially when you look at this new climate change world where we live, but also think about the security that is needed and the safety that is needed
Yeah.
for the farmers, for the people that work on the farms, and again, of course, for everything that you are going to produce.
Right.
Is really what we are looking for.
Yeah.
And again, we need proper software that has been tested, proved, that is supported,
Yeah.
that is, say, adopted by an industry, right? You and me just came out of a conference from a different industry, but again, Symphony is the right choice for the job here.
Great. Actually, finally, I think it's just a quick question. Are those payloads you're deploying, are those all containerized? Do you have like a Docker or Kubernetes on those machines?
So for the large machines, yes.
Larger machines,
For the
yeah.
large machines, yes.
Okay.
Right. So there is a trend to, like we have seen on the software-defined. I'll talk software-defined vehicle, but in this case, on the software-defined everything, there are more and more compute coming
Right.
to those machines, and that compute has enough capacity, memory, CPU, GPUs, and PUs that allows you to run a stack that is containerized, or a stack that is containerized, and so your applications benefit from that
I see.
containerization, right?
Yeah.
But again, there is also a side of safety. There is also a side of safety critical. There is also a side of small devices
Right.
that are deployed in the field that needs to do some specific jobs. And so I have a disparate environment where I can and I will work through the container world, but also scenarios where I'm going to small devices where I need to work with
Right.
very small devices.
Like you need to flash the whole device.
Flash the whole
Yeah.
device.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Cool. All right. Thank you,
Thank you
Filipe.
so much.
Yeah.
Actually, it was great. Again, great to see you here in Rotterdam. Hope to see you in 3 months, and then hopefully we'll just do a hands-on with the devices on the
Yeah,
table and
look
play with
forward
it.
to that,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
But now I need to go catch my train. See you later.
See you.